Hello, people! I think I've figured out why there are so many people that want to start a passion project or a side project, but never do it. I don't know if this is universally applicable, but initiative in the face of ambiguity is one of the most difficult situations we can put ourselves in. Most people have spent most of their waking time in programmed time, with very little unprogrammed time. Programmed time is when someone else is dictating events and we are receiving instead of creating. Think of watching TV, most jobs, the first 12 to 15 years of your education. Gone are the days of playing in the backyard with a stick, climbing a tree, or exploring that abandoned pipe near the river. Childhood is different nowadays, not better or worse, but different. Most kids grow up with programmed play, entertainment delivered with little effort. Take someone who has spent the last decade of their life taking orders, doing what they're told, laughing when the TV tells them to, playing a game on their phone at every possible moment of downtime, and can't remember the last time they were bored. Then tell them, you can do anything you want, and they have no idea what to do or how to start. The limitless ambiguity of infinite potential is too much to handle. Often they wait, procrastinate, or get distracted. The point is that they still want to create, they want to do something, they may even feel a calling to do it. But where to start? How to start? We don't know, because that is unprogrammed territory, and we're completely unfamiliar with unprogrammed thinking. There is also a fear of doing something wrong or incorrectly. If there are no instructions and we have to strike out on our own, we're almost guaranteed to screw it up. And who wants that? None of us enjoys failing, and for some, that's a deal breaker. I finally settled on what has made this such a hard discovery for me to figure out. It seems easy for those of us that have jumped in, screwed stuff up, made a horrible thing or two, or as 10, got a little better and developed habits of productivity and improvement. It's easy to continue. But starting, especially starting with instructions, or without instructions, and with guaranteed failure in the immediate future, that is freaking hard. That is daunting. That is a showstopper. Those of us who haven't started have no idea how much it'll hurt when we screw it up. Those of us who've screwed it up know it hurts, but we've survived it multiple times and will continue to do so. It reminds me of something I heard about kids who never get hurt growing up. Those kids who break something, scrape stuff, get knocked down, bleed, we grow up to be adults who know, deep in our bones, that we'll be okay, we'll heal, it'll hurt, but we'll be fine. But kids who have never fallen off a bike and scraped their knees, they grow up to be adults who understand healing academically, but not physically. They hesitate to take risks because they don't know if they'll survive. I don't know how much science or data is in that theory, but the concept holds true for creativity. I've made some terrible, horrible looking things, and I've survived. I've moved on. I know that the next time I try something and fail miserably that it'll hurt, and then I'll heal and go and do it again. So, those of you not starting, it's okay to admit that you have no idea what to do, that no one has given you clear instructions, and that is a hard situation. Now go do something. Do anything. Do it today. Screw it up and get better, but do something. That is literally the only way you'll ever be on the other side of a finished project that you're proud of, or a finished project that you hate but that your loved ones are proud of. So start now. In creative endeavors, failure isn't fatal. It's not even painful. At the beginning, at worst, it's embarrassing. So that's just one of the things that I came to when I was looking at a situation where I had a group of 20-something-year-olds that had a blank checkbook. They could do anything they want with it, and they didn't do anything. And the reason is they didn't know where to start. Nobody had given them directions. And I think that's one of the things that's so terrifying about personal projects, is a side project can be anything that you want it to be. There are literally no limits to it, other than your time and your money. But before you start, you have no idea how much time or money it's going to take. And so those don't even seem like real limitations. There's no due date. There's no expectation. There's nothing to gain or lose that you're physically aware of. There's literally nothing. There's just void and emptiness. And that's terrifying. So, here's my advice to people who haven't started and gotten used to doing passion projects and side projects. Think of half a dozen different things that you might be interested in doing. Don't think too much about it. Don't worry about if it's going to be the best thing to do, or the most important thing to do, or the thing that you need to do to be able to, whatever. Start all of them all at the same time and do them as much as you can. And after a day or two, you will wake up and be excited about one of those. You'll be excited about one of them, and you'll start begrudging others. Ditch the ones that you're not excited about and do the one that you're excited about, even if you're not good at it. Even if you're going to mess it up. There's a movie and a comic book, 300, that's about the Battle of Thermopylae, the Hot Gates, where the Persians are coming in and Leonidas and his 300 soldiers are kind of protecting the gates, to the rest of Greece. And at one point in time, Leonidas sends in a group of other Greeks who are not Spartans. They're poets and they're craftsmen and they're woodworkers and they're farmers and whatever. But they're there. And it's the best quote. He says, "And they made a beautiful mess of things." He was impressed not by their skill in fighting, but by how much they got done through their brutality, their brute force, their just beginner's initiative. I'm just going to get in there and thrash around and do whatever. Eventually, we get better in those situations, but there's some energy at the beginning that's really, really awesome that you lose, frankly, as you move on. That energy is something that you have to kind of try to maintain, but at the start, use it. And don't worry about what it is that you're doing or where you're going with it or whether or not it's the right or the wrong thing to do. Just figure out something and move. And in movement, you'll make a beautiful mess of things and you will gain interesting perspectives and you'll make mistakes and you'll go down paths that you will now know are wrong paths to go down, and you'll stumble on paths that are right paths, and then you'll stumble on paths that are better paths. But the only way you can do any of those things is by starting. And the only way you can start, I've come to this conclusion, the only way you can start is don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it. Just do it. Just do a bunch of stuff. And the thing that you start getting excited about, keep carrying on with that. So I'm curious on what you guys think. Do you think this is the reason that a lot of people don't start side projects when they talk about wanting to start them all the time? What are the reasons do you think stop people from starting? Just curious what you guys think. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you don't like this video, hit the down vote button, the thumbs down thing. Yeah, anyway. We'll catch you guys later.